Defensive Torb. I like this comp from KDP. This is like a very envious comp from like last season or season 1 or whatever with like the single healer. I think that this is how you're supposed to run Torbjorn and like Symmetra and shit. Like you don't run double support plus Torb, you run one support plus Torb. It's a little risky, this composition from KDP, but it's very active and it's very good at stall. And like Roadhog, I don't know, like everyone has a role. It's like the Waka Waka just needs to get Molten Cores up. The turret needs to be annoying. He needs to just not die, get armors up. Like Birdring just needs to go for hooks, heal himself, obviously. And then like Fissure and Void just need to be on the point and make sure nobody caps. And it's pretty, like, and also protect the turret with the defense matrix. As long as Luffy doesn't die, they're in a really good spot. This comp is really hard to break, actually, when you're running single healer into one healer, because like if you think about it, there's 5 maybe 6 sources of damage on Kungdu Panthera, including the turret. So the fact that the turret exists like gives them almost like a 7th man on their team, and then there's already 5 damage dealers, so it becomes really overwhelming for Rogue to try to kill all those people. And their composition's not exactly great at team wiping, and so it's like a lot to think about, but realistically, I think Rogue's comp is just not well suited for what Kungdu Panthera is running. And like you need someone to make a really, really big individual play and maybe take out like the turret and the Ana, or take out the Ana and then the turret, and then you can win. But until you kill the Ana and the turret, this composition is very, very scary. So there's the kill on the Ana. Soon popping off. That was really scrappy, and they never got the Molten Core off. There's the Molten Core. Unfortunate. I think that they misplayed that a little bit, Kungdu Panthera. I don't know how that happened or how that opened. It was a good pulse bomb from Soon. I mean, if you kill the Ana, that's really big. But I think the Ana shouldn't have been on the ground. Like, I don't know what knocked her down, or if she didn't have armor, or maybe she wasn't playing on the turret. But like, the strategy in general should be a little bit cleaner. I'm surprised that he was able to pulse bomb the Ana to open up that fight. But now their composition kind of, yeah, they have to swap. And Rogue should be able to steamroll this point because their composition is just better. Now, like, they have ults. They're running, like, I don't want to say counter comps. Like, the D.Va versus the Winston is a good matchup for the D.Va, but they have sound barrier and the other team doesn't. So if they get some... I'm surprised that they're pushing so far up, though, right now without going for, like... I don't know what the word is. Like, they're only getting ×1 on the cart. And then they're not. I don't know. It's like a really weird thing. Like you could argue that Kungdu Panthera, someone should be stopping the cart right now. But at the same time, like I'm surprised that Rogue isn't abusing the fact that they have wins. Like that's like a time where you could have just probably popped sound barrier, and you wouldn't have really even had to have popped that much else, and then just win a fight off the back of sound barrier. But I mean, it worked out for them anyway because they had ult advantage and like positional advantage from capping seconds so fast. But it was interesting that they took that fight without even thinking about the sound barrier. And like even right now, I would say that they could easily go for a sound barrier push. Like they should know that they have sound barrier advantage at all times throughout this match, at least until Kungdu Panthera pops theirs, because it's a good flank. It does go down though. And this is like one of those times where I think that like the Zenyatta gets a little underwhelming, if that makes sense. Like I really like Zen on defense more than offense in general, but I mean they run it obviously a lot on both sides. But I think offensively Ana's just better. And like if that was a nano visor, it would have been like a 2 or a 3k, I'm sure. Or if they ever get a nano visor, rather, like it didn't have to be that one. Obviously, like they could have just never gotten nano boost or something. But I think that running dry ults, and I say dry, I mean like non-nano boosted ults, and like trying to get team wipes with them is it's like so much harder. Like the value from the Zenyatta is that like the Discord orb like snowballs fights really hard because as soon as there's less people to Discord, there's less people to shoot, and then you can get like better value. But, like even right here, they're gonna pop Trans probably, and they still have to fight into Nanovisor and Nade. Like this fight's not gonna go well for them. Late Trans from Unko doesn't keep Nox up. If they keep Nox up there, maybe it's not so bad. But Nox is a huge part of their damage mitigation, so. Isn't the Discord focus better on attack? I mean, it's good on attack, but it's hard to like team wipe with it. Like you get a kill, you get another kill, you get another kill, but you never really like. You don't get like that value of like the Nano Blade. You don't get like the team wipe of the Nano Blade. You don't get like the team wipe of the attack of the Nano Visor. You just get like one kill and then you get another kill. You don't get like kill, you know? That's kind of like the like that's why I think Ana's just good, is because you get team wipes a lot simpler with her. Ana Nade obviously helps Winston a lot, but they have to find a way to team wipe. That's a big kill on Waka Waka. But Birdwing hooks wins. They trade Lucio's, but even at this point, it's like it's kind of even still. Good tact visor though. And I do like the fissures on the Rhine now, even though he's getting melted. He kills soon, and the barrier comes out. Like, see, like they're not getting a lot of frags. How is he still alive? Hello? That was really good heals from Luffy, actually. I mean, he goes down, but keeping Waka Waka alive for that long is really good. But you see, like, how good the visor is there? Like, he gets 3 kills, 2 kills. I guess he killed the mech suit +1. But now Rogue is, like, panic ulting a lot. I don't know why they're not just regrouping. Like, they're still trying to, like, win this fight that's, like, clearly not in their favor. And now, like, this is where their comp stops working. It's, like, the same thing that happens on a lot of maps for Dive is, like, Dive is supposed to snowball. And if Dive doesn't snowball, it really stops being that good. Like right now, even like the Earth Shatter comes out, you lose. Like they don't have a shield to block Earth Shatter. They need to kill a Reinhardt. They need to kill a D.Va. Like there's so much health on the side of KDP, and there's no obvious team wipe combo from Rogue. It's like you can get a bunch of kills in succession, but you don't get a lot at the same time. And this could like really easily not finish. Like they could really easily not finish the map here. That's a really good play from Birdwing though to not die and kill Unko. And he's still alive. And he's giving his Ana ult. Like Luffy's already back up to 99%. But like the Roadhog is so scary, and like it's really hard to flank. Like another thing that's really important when you think about dive comps is like, can you really get a flank off, or is there like a lot of room for you to get behind or dive or do all these fun things? But when you wind up pushing last on maps, like there's not a lot of space for you to go. Like you're going to the cart and you're gonna cap. That's it. Like defense can back up all the way to their spawn, and like you can't get behind them. It's a lot harder. And they're going for like these D.Va suicide mech suit plays for some reason, but they don't have any follow-up. There's no Reinhardt charge to like take out the Reinhardt. And like they're just popping ults, panic. Like I mean, at this point it's over. But initiating, like you need to initiate with the visor or initiate with the self-destruct, and then like pop a visor over the top or something from behind. But their composition in reality like never should have won anyway, unless they snowballed the entire point or got like a really good. Like if the cart didn't roll the entire way at once, it was going to be really hard for them to finish it. But generally, dive comps become way less effective as like time goes on. What? What's up, Toa?
Basically all the way to the end for Rogue, so still very solid push on a map where not everybody makes it this far. But Kongdu Panthera, if they can close out, they can just go all the way to the finish, and they'll put themselves at match point. So a lot of pressure still here on Rogue.
I don't think it's the comp being unbeatable. I think a lot of teams fall into the same trap. I think it's just more or less like you need to be flexible on some of these maps. Like when was the last time you saw Rogue play Numbani? I haven't seen Rogue play Numbani in a long time. I haven't seen a lot of Western teams play Numbani. I think another thing that you guys have to realize too is that European and North American tournaments are structured very differently than Apex, and I would say that if this were like a day-long OMM style tournament, I think I would give Rogue the upper hand in general. If you take out like the map order shit, like you take out like the fact it's like best of 3 on Koth, and you take out the fact that it's like best of whatever, like it forces you to go to 2CP and stuff, like the format is definitely beneficial to the teams that play that format for their scrims all the time, and like it definitely hurts them. It hurts Rogue for sure, but it's just something to think about. Like, is the format making a big difference to the like in the outcome and like how you judge the teams? Like, I don't think you can make a claim that Lunatic High would come to the West and like win a MLG or something. Like, I don't think that's something that you can really like say, but it's just something to think about. Rogue running Lucio, D.Va, I mean, they're running the same comp, but now they're running Ana. Whoa. I'm surprised they're running Ana, actually, instead of the Zen, but... Fat Rocket, didn't finish it up though, no ammo. Nico got it, that's good.
So when he's playing the Bear, the prediction is not always there, but when he's playing the Soldier, the prediction on the Helix Rockets is pretty on point, you'd have to say. Really great.
I think Ana's just better than Zen on this point, but
one tick in onto the point. So not a fruitless push, but still not coming up with the cap.
I mean, on defense, I think you always want, I don't know, again, like I'd probably rather him be on Genji right now just so they have a Nano Blade option. Because like they're running Nano Boosts on a team that doesn't really do that much with Nano Boosts, which is why I think it's weird that they're not running the Zen. I think the Zen favors the Tracer and the Winston and the D.Va a little bit more because the Discord Orb can do a lot. But I don't really like the idea that they don't really have a good Nano target. Like Nano Visor's not super value anymore because D.Va's so prevalent, and even like Winston's pretty prevalent, so it's kind of strange to me that they would stick with it, but just going on YouTube, probably.
That'll be it there. Finally get the cap coming through for them. 4.5 minutes on the clock. Similar time bank to what Rogue had moving into the Streets phase.
The Rogue had a fantastic stagger on the Streets phase, so Kongdu Panthera not quite with the same level.
This is true.
Oh shit. What's up, OAM? Thanks for the host.
Went from absolutely destroying to just destroying himself in a matter of seconds. And Luffy was like, it's alright.
What's like, did he even use it? I need to know now. I'm like mad. Did he wind up even using the Nano Boost? So he dies with Nano. So I criticize the Ana pick because I think that the Zen's just better for him in general. I'm surprised that he's running Ana, but then he switches off and goes Zen anyway. Because he realizes that they need the Discord to kill the Pharah Mercy. But I think that they should have known KDP was going to stick with Pharah Mercy since they've been running it, and it's just very good on this map. But now they're back to their default comp, which they probably could have been on in general, and now they're literally in a spot where they're probably going to get rolled. So it doesn't really bode well for them now, because it's the same thing that happened arguably to KDP on their defense, where they had to swap heroes. Like, Rascal can just go for like a suicide barrage and get rezzed, and that's another thing that I think people forget about when it comes to like professional play Pharah Mercy combos. Like, if you go for a suicide barrage, you get a kill and you die, and then you res, it's like you didn't die. So that's a big kill, actually. Although Rogue's doing a very good job of delaying the card here, and they did get the res out early, but they're gonna get pushed pretty far back now, I would say. But this is a really well executed defense. Like they're popping the Winston ult to like keep the cart going or stop the cart. I think Soon's still on the cart. Like, this is what Rogue is like known for in NA, and like I like to see them do it against Koreans. That was a really value death from Soon though. Luffy has res again though. Like I feel like Mercy builds res so fast. I don't think it's just me that thinks that, but here's another questionable visor. I mean, it's not questionable. I know why he used it, but good res. Actually, that was a really bad res. My dog is now barking at the door. How is Fissure here? And like that's why I don't know. That's why I think Unko should just stay on Zen. Like that was not a 1v1 that I think he should have won, but he still won it. I don't like using res though in losing fights. I think you're supposed to use res in like even or winning fights. I think if you use res in a losing fight, like you're leaving a lot up to chance and it's really bad. Also, I'm not like I see you guys arguing about the map thing. It's not about like banning maps or like not playing 2CP. It's about like the fact that like you have to play them in a specific order and there's no like removal. Like you can't like remove Viaduct. Like I don't think either of those teams want to play Oasis, to be honest with you. I think both teams would have preferred like Ilios or Lijiang, but they don't have that option. So like that's I guess what I'm trying to say. That's a good kill. Surprised that that worked. Nico's doing work. I mean, I feel like people were like flaming him, but he's playing well. I mean, like he has a job in these maps anyway, in terms of like what he has to accomplish. And I think he's like doing it completely fine. They're stalling the shit out of this cart like really well, but their comp's gonna fall off soon, and they need to like keep contesting it. Like them letting they can't let this cap right now. Like this is really that's a good trans actually, but it was really forced, and now they need to make sure that they don't screw this up. Unko and AKM just farming everybody. AKM's actually having a crazy game. What is that, Primal?
Pressure on them if they want to move to match point. Otherwise, Rogue looking to tie the series up 1-1 soon. Sitting on the high ground, maybe looking for the pulse bomb, tosses it out, finds the hit, can't quite get the kill.
They don't get that kill? That's so unfortunate. If he dies now, that's really bad. Okay, he dies now. I'm surprised they didn't suicide on the cart. I'm also surprised that Soon didn't get that kill on the monkey. And I'm also surprised that Rascal got that much value out of the 76 pick, but... Soon kills Void. I mean, Rogue's in a good spot to win this map right now. I like Birdring's patience here. But KDP switches to the like this is smart that they go to the Reinhardt, because if they can get a shatter, like a shatter is actually good enough to win this map. But I think AKM and them are still like they need to play super aggressive here. Like that's a good barrier just to initiate. But if they don't get kills on this Mercy, it's really bad for them. And they don't get the Mercy with that. What? I don't know how that happens, honestly. And Fissure's about to get shattered. This is like a nail in the coffin for Rogue right now. They need to stabilize. They need to stop. They're panicking right now. They need to not panic. Unko needs to pop trans if they get this kill and go kill. Like, that's not the play. They self-destruct and trans at the same time. That's a no-no. Good kill on Rascal. There's the shatter. Like, here comes the shatter, though. If this Winston bubble dies, the game gets so hard. Yep.
What?
And you see, like, okay, that I don't. It's like tilting to me because I said it too. Like, you need ults that are gonna get kills, and like they killed 3 people. I mean, obviously, I think that self-destruct was insane, and I think that it was a huge mistake that Rogue wasn't able to kill the Mercy on the back of that sound barrier. But the fact, like the simple fact that they went Reinhardt is like enough for them to have won that engagement, and like you need to be aware of that, and like people need to realize that like a lot of it had to do with the fact that they literally just switched the Winston for a Rein, and then you wait, and then you just hit your Shatter, and what are you gonna do against that if you're Rogue? Like you have to fight on the cart, you're literally fighting on like this little narrow street thing, and then you get shattered, and like it's really that simple. There's not like some crazy like misplay or crazy outplay. It's literally just like I need to defend the cart and a shatter is gonna like mess me up. So like the sheer concept of Reinhardt just brings like this extra added value of like just team wiping that you don't have with the Winston, and they win off the back of that and like a crazy self-destruct from Void. But they also like the only way that you beat that if you're Rogue is if Soon hits that pulse bomb. I think like Soon missed one pulse bomb on the Reinhardt when he was discorded, or I don't even know if he was discorded, but Soon, like the only way that you win that is if Soon kills the Reinhardt, and the odds of that are obviously low, and even if you do get the kill, there's still the potential for the res. Like some heroes just like are trump cards when it comes to points, and like just the fact that they had a Reinhardt there is like such a big difference maker. And like even on defense they had it, and like how do you fight into the Rein if the Rein ever gets shattered? Like your push is over. It doesn't matter how good your ults are if you're like on the ground, and if you're fighting into shields and like whatever else. So I mean, I'm like, this match was really close, this map was really close, but it comes down to like little things like that, like just literally hitting H and picking Reinhardt. So I mean, take that as you will.